Whenever she cried, she wept blue tears, and it was no blessing. Anyone who shed blue tears was seized by the authorities and forced into slavery. A man suspected her of a serious crime and threw her in prison. Yet when a guard flung a handful of tear powder at her, she didn't react at all. If she couldn't shed tears, she had no way to prove her innocence. So the man stripped away every tool she had for making money, hoping to break her heart and force out those blue tears. What he didn't count on was her jumping straight into the water. It terrified the guard tailing her, who was about to dive in after her, when the next second she popped back up clutching a turtle. Then she went to the market and set up a stall. That was when the man came over. Furious that he'd taken all her money, she made up her mind to win it back from him. With a bit of smooth talk, she conned him into buying the turtle for $3 million. She used the money to buy a boat, had it refitted into a restaurant, and got ready to open for business. As custom dictated, she hired a holy man to perform a blessing ritual. But to her surprise, this holy man could also shed blue tears, which only deepened the man's suspicion of her. He had her watched and ordered her to come clean his house every single day. Then one day, a girl turned up at his house out of the blue, infuriating all the young ladies who'd long admired him. They stormed her place and cornered her at the door. Seeing how sought after he was, she hit on a brilliant way to make money. She told them all that she could get into his house and help every one of them fulfill her wish. She could bring out his personal belongings and share them around. The ladies were over the moon to hear it. To rake in the cash, she smuggled out a batch of his calligraphy scrolls and paintings while cleaning his study, and even had a run of statues of him custom-made. The moment she put them up for sale, his admirers snapped them all up in an instant, and she made a fortune. She'd just gotten home to count her money when the man's people surrounded her yard and seized everything she'd earned all over again. The next day, she went to his house, but the guards stopped her at the gate. No matter how she begged and pleaded, they wouldn't let her in. Left with no choice, she tried to climb over the wall, but it was far too high. Then she spotted a hole in the wall. Struck with an idea, she got ready to crawl through it, only to come face to face, the very next second, with a dog and its owner.